I'm Carolyn Ball, and I'm here with Angela Holmes, and she's the city clerk at Westbrook, Maine. And I wanted to talk to her about something that concerns a lot of people. That's the integrity of the voting system, which city clerks are in charge of. Angela, hello.
Hi, Carolyn. Thanks for having me here today.
I want to first start out with the actual day of elections. How do we ensure the integrity at that point about people who are actually registered to vote?
So, maintaining the integrity of voting on election day. So, if someone's registered to vote, they're going to show up in our incoming voter list, which is at the check in table. And we make sure that only the people who are registered to vote are given ballots and are allowed into the voting area. People who vote in person on election day may notice next time you go to the polls that there's a barricaded area where only those who are checked in are allowed to enter, along with election officials. They're allowed to cast their ballots, and it's kept in a very secure manner there.
How do we know that the people on your list are actually eligible to vote?
So they go through the voter registration process, which is pretty rigorous. So everyone has to fill out a voter registration card. They have to sign a sworn statement on the back of the card attesting to the fact that everything contained in there is true and correct to the best of their knowledge, that they are verifying that they are U.S. citizens, that they're at least 18, that all the information listed there is correct. One of the things that comes up every year is, even if people are joking, is are we letting dead people vote? Or
Yes.
there's a bunch of dead people who have voted at this election.
Yes.
That's actually a really valid concern that people could have, and we do something to make sure that once someone has passed away, that their name is culled from the list. So here in the city clerk's office, not only do we process elections, but we also handle all vital records. That's birth, death, marriage, burial. So we got the circle of life, we call it here. We run, usually throughout the course of the year on a monthly basis, we call it the list of the dead. And we use that to update not only voter records, but everything else in municipal government that you can think of: assessing records, tax records, library cards, dog licenses. So we use that to make sure that everything's up to date, that no one appears on the list of registered voters who has passed away. As we get closer to election day, we start running that list more and more frequently. So before we actually print the physical copy of the incoming voter list, we do one final check just to make sure.
Okay.
So that's some of the preparation that goes into it. After the election, there is a very long verification process too that helps ensure that what happened on election day was valid and accurate. So not only here in Westbrook, but every other municipality in the state of Maine, we all go through this simultaneous verification process. So I can see if someone, one of the Westbrook voters went to Gorham, moved to Gorham, registered in Gorham on election day and cast their ballot there, even though before they moved to Gorham, they had requested an absentee ballot here in Westbrook. We're able to clarify that and figure out where are they actually a resident of, where should they have voted, and whose ballot gets counted. So that's part of what we do.
I want to thank you, Angela Holmes, City Clerk of Westbrook, for talking to us. It was really interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carolyn.